Charles Davis, as always. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Yellow.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Brandon Marshall, 71 yards. And the Broncos need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
On the ready.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Burt sets up to throw it. He's going to air one out. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no comeback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Thanks to receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Let's go now.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Hines. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
They give to Dillon out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 10. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in it. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
2nd and 5 now. Hurts into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. Pushes him over. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Dillon up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Go, baby.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Hill on the return. The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 12.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. This is Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
John Kaminsky got him down defensively. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yellow. 15.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This will be fielded inside the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Okay, line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll run here with Edwards. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chance.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. This throw caught left side and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hines, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Buffalo 18.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And Blunt has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Hurts completes it to Blunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost up.
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. On 2nd down, Dillon. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. Still going inside the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they